Very good everybody, welcome to another video. I'm your personal funky sim pilot. My name is Arkady Gidzenko and I will be your captain for today's flight. Today's flight will take us from Toronto Pearson International Airport in Canada to the Logan International Airport, Boston, or the General Lateral Lawrence Logan International Airport in Boston, the United States of America. And we're using the, I believe it's by Airbus, but we're using the Airbus A310, which is basically a free download Microsoft Flight Simulator. The Pan American Airlines, the Pan Am Airlines livery. It's really been ages since I've loaded this aircraft, well, besides just now. And I haven't really been inside the cockpit except, when loading it in, but I didn't look around. I'm sure it'll come back, it's an Airbus anyway. But yeah, so that's going to be interesting. Just a simple flight, like 1 hour 35 minutes flight time, I believe. Nothing very long. We're using real world time, real world weather, GSX, and the Aerosoft Seaport traffic tool. A little bit earlier, it still is there. There was an Airbus A380 by Emirates standing next to us. So that tool is pretty nice. So let's hop onto the flight deck. Should be totally cold and dark. And then let's maybe first start it up and then we start GSX. That's loud. So 3 batteries. Usually there should be something like address. Yeah, they were like this, distributed. I'm thinking just nav only. And the lighting. Apply to auto. No smoking sign, we can turn that on. I'm looking for the like emergency exit lights that you can arm them or something. So if our aiders up here, cockpit door, cockpit voice recorder. Belongs to the navigational system. I think if we put this on, this is TKGS. Thought there was a way to see how long it will load. Maybe it's actually doing it immediately, I don't know. No, it doesn't look like it. Alright, let's see. Hydraulic calls some lighting settings. Storm dome, bright, dim. Calls anti-icing, pitch, trim, yaw, damper. I don't know what the ATS is. Wipers. The engine start system, pressurization, the fuel and the fuel pumps below, above that, with a leading light, always nice. Oxygen, cargo compartment smoke detector, section, whatever, probe heats, window heaters, with the cabin pressure bit, the air bleed system. The back valve, I think this is also air system. Impact temperature or something. I don't know. Maybe there is no light to arm. This is not clickable. Right, so they have EFB as well. There's a little checklist in there. Calculating mass and balance. It does not have, this should have SimBrief integration, right? When you click aircraft, you get the aircraft details, flight details, but there's nothing. Maybe it takes it from the MCDU. Cold and dark, you can load on GPU, on APU, ready for takeoff. Ground services, so that's not expecting it there. And then we have the weather. I can't find it. Does it maybe have what does the off button do? Turns it off maybe? I think so. Anything else clickable? Just goes away. I don't think so. So then, well, we do need external power. Ground services, external units, GPU. So the GPU should be there. So maybe we just overlooked the button. Actually, I didn't really look for it. Where were the batteries? Right here. I see. DC. Standby generator, electrical power battery. And recovery. External power available. There we go. We got external power. We have any integrated lights down here as well. What's like those? So we do have the correct HANKK cycle, HANKK database, 20 February to 20th of March. So that's the correct one. So once you click FMS, you actually get to this page. Not really sure what's going on there, so let's just go to the init page. I guess we can just enter it all manually. But I really thought actually this was integrated with SimBrief. See if there's any options maybe. Well, under the menu we could really see there's really not a lot. So let's check ACARS, see what that is. Username, request SimBrief. Ah, there you go. But then I will need my username. Let's have a look. Pending, and there's my flight plan. Maybe it's a good idea to turn off the streaming thumbnail and show you the aircraft. So I do apologize. It looks like it's streaming for about 10 minutes. How long has it been? A little over 10 minutes without anyone being able to see anything. So let me show you the aircraft real quick. Do hear some sounds all of a sudden here. But here's the airplane. There's the Airbus A380, the Emirates that we saw earlier, and there's some Air Canada next to it. This is the aircraft on the inside. So basically turned on the batteries. This one has 3 battery switches. Here's the external power that we turned on. And above here you have the GPS system. 1, 2 and 3, or actually 1, 2 and backup I think. And that's basically it. Let's turn on some lights here. And here's the MCDU. And here's the tablet. And I think if we check here now, we do have a departure ICAO code CYYZ, arrival code KBOS Boston. That's basically it. So there's not a lot actually there. I'm not really sure how this, what we're going to do with this tablet. I don't think it has charts integrated either. Alright, so the aircraft should be in align mode. This is a really old school, old Airbus style, as you can see. Even the display style looks a little outdated, I guess. Looks a little bit old school. I actually like that quite a lot. I mean, just looking at it looks so cool. Alright, so we have our flight in here. The cost index. So I think this is information that normally I'm used to finding on the tablet, because we're so spoiled here in the West. Well, it doesn't look like there's anything else that we can find. Aircraft and flight details, so that's basically it. So let's get the Navigraph and let's import the flight. I don't think we have imported it yet. And here is our OFP. So cost index 17, cruising altitude 370. Cost index 17, that was not in there. This is typing. Let's clear that message out. So 17. Let's also get a comfortable camera view and then save that view. And I'm guessing if we also do it on this side, we might be using both of them. And for the tablet, let's do something similar. Now I can choose Alt 1, Alt 2, Alt 3, so that's super convenient. Okay, so cost index 17, put that into the cost index, and the flight ID will be AA812. And that's it, align IRS. I think you can just click that, but they should be aligning anyway. Alright, so that's the init A page. So that's the flight plan. So let's have a look at our flight plan, what they got for us. So 33 right, we got the Capta 3 departure. And then BMPAH, direct to AEVON, direct to HANKK, direct to PONCT. And then we have the JFund 2 arrival for runway 04 right. So 33 right, Capta 3. So this is really old. This is really like Airbus style, right? So we got 33 right, and what was ours? Capta 3. So 33 right, Capta 3, and then JFund 2 for 04 right. And do we have a, no, let's just insert it. Then we go to, I'm looking for the, right here, Boston. Star 04 right JFund 2. And insert. And they are now in. So we depart from runway 33 right, then there is basically it's vectoring. So we'll have to just vector ourselves or just take it direct to the event. Could have a look at the chart to see what that might look like. So there's Capta. And runway 33 right. Looks like this one, but actually right by the runway. I do not see our runway here, unless I'm missing something here. 33 right. Capta 3. So did I choose like the wrong, no, this is Capta 3, this is data from Simbrief. Looks like there's 2 departures. Or 2 departure charts. Let's have a look what is going on. So we need this one. There we go. So this comes with 2, that's interesting. So we also have the departure charts when you're departing out of the other runways. But this is not applicable to us. Just remove it for now. If we can, I don't think we can. So let's go to our arrival departure chart. That was not this one. This one right here. So there's a point where I have to be above 2,100 feet, and then basically I already see it as vectors. And then we can get onto VVAT, bow tip, recam, and it'll take us to CAPTA, to BMPAH, and then we're almost there already. Transition altitude 18,000 feet. Unless otherwise assigned by ATC, you climb heading 327 to 2,100 feet. Climbing right, turn heading 340 or as assigned. Expect radar vectors to VVAT or as assigned, then proceed via depicted route. So are we just going to go direct? Let's do this once we're airborne. So let's carry on. So we have VVAT, bow tip, recam, there's the top of climb, and then comes BMPAH, which is already part of the, or not, the RPT. Oh, that's direct or something. So never mind. So we have BMPAH, AEVON, HANKK, PONCT. Then there's the top of descent, and there's the J fund to arrive. With J fund in autumn, winter at flight level 80. Why is it called flight level 80 if it's below transition altitude? Autumn, winter, Harris, and then speed limitation at 100, flight level 100. Harris, Spiced, Gryphie, Gape, Shelby, and then vectors to Nabo and Milt. We'll look at this once we're airborne. So for the fuel page, so the inner B page basically. I'm not sure if we can click these and it will autofill. I don't think it does. So it looks like we'll have to fill out some information ourselves. It's all just saying entry out of range. So let's have a look at the EFB. What is saying with the fuel thingy? So plan, it's probably going to fetch it from the flight plan, I would think. Hello 0, fuel 0, live, load sheet, supply. Not really sure what's going on here, so we have to set this ourselves, I guess. So we check the OFP. So block fuel 9320. I have no clue what I'm doing, man. Just I guess we just drag it. And this is on pounds. Oh man, my head's starting to hurt already. Let's see, can we choose units, kilograms, realistic IRS alignment, link instruments. Let's link the instruments, it's nice. Nozzle steering on, reset brake temperature, tap to reset, default, thrust reduction acceleration, altitude 1500 feet, AAL, calibrate thrust levers. We might have to look at that in a little bit. Reverse on throttle axis, no realistic AP disconnect. I don't know what that would mean. I would like realistic. Let's just choose yes. Is there anywhere where we can apply, or it just auto applied? The payload, so looks like this is just showing information. Live, so can we enter that? Fuel 19,639. So 9321. So it's a 9.4. So final reserves 3.3. We could maybe say 3.4. Passengers, I have no clue. Can we see the number of passengers in here actually? In the OFP? I'm almost already regretting starting up this aircraft. I just felt like flying it, but I see that there's a lot extra work involved. So cargo, I'm just going to check on the SimBrief website and see what they're saying there as somewhat. So yeah, block fuel, empty cargo 5.98. So cargo 5.9. And passengers 240. That's actually, here it says max is 238. So it looks like the full plane. That's a lot. Do we need anything else? This should be okay. So if I go to live, this is like not really sure what's going on there. Load sheet. Hopefully we don't mess it up, man. So the fuel should be like 9.4 thousand kilograms. And that does not appear to be the case. I'm not really sure how this the weight's cleared. Okay. I believe that's basically all we can do here. Manual and then FMS, and you get to this bit basically. So it looks like we sort of set the fuel, but at the same time, how do we know then that we actually set it? You know, why do I put it in here if it's, so I'm not really sure if I understand. 9.4. Am I just reading it wrong? Let's see, do I have a fuel page? With fuel flow, oil pressure and oil temperature, and 2 exhaust gas temperature and 1. So fuel, it is this one. So now it says it has 19,600 kilograms of fuel on the board. I was sort of hoping maybe to see some fuel panel or something. I believe the CRJ maybe. One of these aircraft has, you look behind and there's this fuel panel and can set the fuel for, and then they will actually start loading or unloading the fuel, which is actually pretty cool. So what if I apply? Am I going to? There is an apply button. So plan applied to aircraft. That is interesting. What does that look like? Alright, so that's it really. But let me check something now. I wonder what it... Okay, so somehow it found its way in there. Let's see if I change this. So the fuel is now, or the cargo, let's see. What was the cargo? 5.6 or something? 5.6. Well, let's just double check. Cargo 5.9. Let's say 5.7 for the cargo. Or, wait. What was it? 5? Where is it? 5. So it should make it 6. The fuel 9.4. Again, it changes there. I didn't notice that before. Okay, so 9.4 for the fuel. So it's a little bit easier than it looked. 9.4, cargo 6,000 kilograms, passengers 238, that's the max. So we apply that. So plan apply to the aircraft. Alright, cool. So what else is there? So will this will still need to be entered. So block fuel 9.4 and zero fuel weight I believe was on here. Zero fuel weight 105.2. Takeoff gross weight 114.2. Takeoff weight 114.6. So it's like 400 kilograms for taxiing. Trip plus taxi. So sometimes the control N button doesn't want to take, and now it does. The trip time, the taxi 0.4, that is for 4,400 kilograms for taxi. Trip time 6.4, route reserves, alternate final time. Zero fuel weight center of gravity. Do I have this on here? I believe 20.2. I'm not quite sure. Let's just go for it. 20.2. Zero fuel weight center of gravity. Cruising flight level 370. Is that the next page? That's it. So, do we have a performance page here, like in the A320? Tech mode, looks like. So we have climb. And there might be next page, since for now it's just climb. Mode, econ climb. Cost index 17. Progress page. Ref, this is probably, what's this? GPS, close airport, sensor states, aircraft status, maintenance, GPS. That's not really what I was looking for. There's a focus button, takeoff approach, that is it. Sometimes you can click it and it will make something, but it's making us work for her enjoyment, so that's very cute. Have a look outside. There is our Airbus A310-304. It looked like there was a calculator. The weather checklist. the aircraft. So let's actually have a look at the weather then. So at Toronto, altimeter 1015, wind 1704 knots. Also they also have this layout, so 1704 knots, 50 statute miles, altimeter 29908, and here it says it in hectopascal. Outside air temperature 5, QNH 1015. Oh, that's actually good. Keep it. No, they don't put it back. 1015. Don't know why I deleted that. I thought if you collect this, maybe it's going to change to 2 inches of mercury. Weight. I'm thinking this will be our takeoff weight. .114.2. I think it may need the entire number. Oh. Let's put it in like this. It looks long. Say 114.2. See what that does. Flaps 15, anti-ice off, air condition on. Let's go try and calculate our runway length it needs and runway heading. So we'll be using runway 33 right for takeoff, that's this one. And the runway heading is 327 and the runway length is 11,050 feet. It wants it in meters. So 3368 meters. Meters, that's in there. Let's enter that. Runway heading 327. And that didn't take 3, 2, and 7. That's in. Alright, so calculate. Flex takeoff temperature 57, V1 135, rotate 136, V2 161. So 57 degrees, 135, 136, 161. So I think we should be able to enter that here somewhere. Takeoff shift, select thrust reduction, acceleration, approach. Might have to enter these numbers here. Saw this earlier. So 136, we can put in V1, 137, V2. I'm not sure if you can change it from here. Let's see, 161. No, it doesn't let you change it. You have to change it up here. We cannot do that yet, but we can in a bit. The aircraft is now has found its position, so we should be able to turn on the yaw dampers. The pitch trim, we can turn that on as well. And now she should also be able to enter the 161. Takeoff shift is in case you want to, we won't use that, but I'm not really sure how it works exactly, but you tell the MCDU that for instance, you're not taking off from the very end of the runway, but maybe like you were taxiing and you were allowed to get on the runway here to take off from this section. And you can tell the aircraft that you're taking off from a different section, but we're not using that. So these are our speeds. Let's double check 136 because I wasn't sure if it's 135, 136 or 136, 137. So 135, 136 and then 161. So we go 135, 136, like that. So I think the FMC, the MCDU is set up. Go to the flight plan page. First, a sip of my nicely cooled iced tea. Totally forgot about GSX. Request boarding. Jesus Christ, man, that's so damn loud. What the hell? Door, bulk cargo not closed, forward cargo not closed. Okay. I'm thinking that's a good sign. That's the jetway connecting. So while this is going on, let's go and explore a little bit. And I'll create some... okay, can we open the door? Yes, we can. That's always nice. And can we actually get to the cabin? Are you kidding me? Is there no cabin? Oh, that's such a shame, man. We won't be seeing any passengers. We cannot sit there and look out of the window. Oh, now the sound is all of a sudden weird again. Getting so fed up with the GSX. So that's an interesting button. Do it like this, two buttons. Not crazy at all. We should test TCAS.
Climb, crossing, climb. Climb, crossing, climb, climb, climb. Climb, climb now. Climb, climb now. Descend, descend. Descend, crossing, descend. Descend, crossing, descend. Descend, descend. Descend, descend now. Descend, descend now. Maintain vertical speed. Maintain. Maintain vertical speed. Crossing. Maintain. Monitor vertical speed. Traffic. Traffic. Clear of conflict.
What? I think boarding has been requested. Oh, I can press it again. I think there's some baggage handlers coming. Right, so total fuel is now 9.4. The APU is not powering anything. So let's turn on the APU. I think we can do that. We're not quite there. Now let's put some money to the galley. And then APU generator. Is that really all you do for the APU? Probably not. So here we have the batteries, electrical power.
Do you want to board crew?
Oh,
Pilot's boarding starting.
very good, thank you. Here we can check the APU voltage, which is obviously now 0. Nothing's happening, it's not on. So where is the APU section?
Crew boarding starting.
We got hydraulics over here. Got like a separate APU button somewhere, or there you go, APU. APU master switch. And here's the engine start, here's the APU start. So master switch on. And wait a couple of seconds, start, and then it's in the on. And we can probably actually, well, the APU is not running yet, but we should be able, there's probably APU page. I'm not convinced. It's I don't think it's running yet. There's no EGT, no M1 percentage.
Your crew has boarded. Passengers boarding starting.
Maybe we do actually need one of the fuel pumps. The moment we turn it on, the fuel pump button lit up. This override, does this mean? It looks like it. So we chose override, but basically we will need one of the, we will actually need one of the fuel pumps for the APU. Not sure if it actually will tell you, probably not. Auxiliary, maybe that's it, I don't know. But no, I don't think so. So just to check, so this aircraft does have no cabin? There is nothing inside. Well, we won't see any passengers. At all. Well, we might see them walk in. And then walk through the bulkhead that's in place there. And off they go. Hello there. How are you doing? Welcome aboard. Welcome aboard. Good day. Welcome aboard. Okay, so we have APU now. And we can hear it as well, and we can see actually the exhaust coming out. So then we will switch over to APU generator, which we saw somewhere in the overhead panel. Oh, that's on by default. Oh, that's pretty cool. Okay, so we should now be on. So let's have a look at the electricity page. Nerd out a little bit. Let's see. AC. We have AC and DC. DC is the batteries. That's 3 of them. The alternating current. So IDG1, IDG2, these will be the engines, generator 1 and generator 2. And there's also external power powering everything. And the APU does not appear to be working yet, even though it should be on APU generator. So let's turn off the external power. See what happens. The aircraft is still on. And you see APU is now actually connected. So we are on the APU. So one step closer to autonomy. Now let's focus back here. The flex temperature, 57 degrees. The bad angle. How do we do this? Flex takeoff temperature. Flex takeoff, 57. And this should give us a 95.5% of N1 takeoff thrust. Let me see, toga should be like full. MCT, max continuous thrust, but not really sure what that really will do. CL probably climb. And cruise. But we will have flex. So flex takeoff temperature 57 gives us a 95.5, and sometimes may also show. But this looks a little different than the Airbus A320. As a master caution, let's just totally ignore that. Right, so we are on internal power. Passengers are still boarding. Not sure if there's a way to interrupt that, and we could at some stage also just turn off GSX and just start going. So let's have a look at what else is up here. Do we have flight directors that we can turn on? We have auto thrust, altitude hold, level change, profile, heading select or navigation. Start maybe by setting the runway heading of 327. But we will be using, we will not really be using heading mode. Sorry. VL, not really sure white V and L, but I think this is the landing system basically, so the localizer. And land might be the approach one. Probably like VOR lock or something, VOR lock, and land's probably just the glide slope, so the approach APP button. Decision out is set, but not now. So these are for the navigational display down here, so the range can change that. I can say we want to see the plan or the map view. Then you can see right from the start now that our plan does not look all that great, because we have an outbound, I don't know what you call it, basically like an outbound waypoint fuel, which ends with vectors, us needing to be vectored to VVAT. So we'll just do that ourselves. We'll probably just hook them up and it'll either go like this or from there, I don't know. But we'll take off first and we'll have some fun pressing something like a direct to. It does have a direct to page, so we just click VVAT and it will go to VVAT. So the QNH shows 1015. So we got that set. And I believe they are linked now. So if I change this to 2996, it changes here as well. So that's really nice. You don't have to do it twice, you know. So what else do we have here? Navigation display, primary flight display, so the brightness and everything if we need that. Flight director, I guess this is the flight director. So flight director on, I would think we see it anywhere. FD1 is on, so that we have the same button here for the pilot monitoring, and then we should have, here it says only FD1, and on this side it shows FD2. Okay, so it's not integrated, so not to worry. So that is on as well. VR or ILS, so this we don't have to use that now. So we got the speeds in, the flight plan. We're on APU finally. So let's start up the, let's open up all the fuel pumps. And see if there's anything up here that we might think the window heaters, we turn them on, and the probe heats as well. Let's do some oxygen supply, why not? So the cabin pressure system, I believe that's automatic. I sincerely hope so. And finally found the emergency exit lights, so we can arm them right there. APU bleed, we will need to put that on. They can hear the change of the sound immediately. Otherwise, I don't think we are able to start up the engine. So yeah, this looks a little bit different than I'm used to. As I said, it's been maybe even around a year or more than a year since I even loaded up this aircraft. But it's a really nice looking aircraft as well. Nice little chubby Airbus. The A310. And yeah, I'm curious to see again how she flies. I think altitude-wise we could just go straight to our cruising altitude. I believe that was 370. Good afternoon. There's really no way to go crawl quicker. If I do it like this, it's going to skip some things. No, just keep it, press it. Alright, so I believe that was flight level 370. let's dial that in as well. We already have the V2 speed 161 in the speed map window there. And we have our heading selected, the runway heading basically, 327. But basically directly after takeoff we'll engage the navigation anyway, so we're not really using that, but it's just as a backup. We'll not be using the vertical speed, maybe on descent, tend to use that, lately. So what else we have? So the trim setting was... Let's see, takeoff approach. Where is the trim setting?
May I see your boarding pass? Hello?
We got 370 there. And our flaps was 15. But I think we'll wait until the hydraulics have, basically until the engines are running. I think other than that we should actually be good. So we might just interrupt the boarding process and just get going. I mean, it's not like we're seeing passengers today anyway. The aircraft has no cabin. Or at least there's no cabin simulated, so, you know, what are we going to do? So, for this, and I think we should be good. Let's close the flight deck door, if I can find it behind me. Go. And did you lock it down here, or did I see something up in the overhead? Here it is, cockpit door, so we'll lock it. So TARA, so the TCAS system, let's see, we're squawking, we're now on standby, so let's go transponder. Yeah, I'll just wait a little bit with the TCAS. And then radio wise we'll have the pilot monitoring listening to both radios, if that is possible, doing it. Oh, it needs to be out, it's already out, oh that's cool. So I'm thinking, not sure if we can actually interrupt the boarding. Let's see what happens when we say prepare for, it's just waiting for other service to complete. So what we'll do is just close up GSX. Like restart or whatever, and it's gone. And use the pushback helper for downloadable for free from flightsim.to, and we'll just call the tug. So there's good news, the jetway is disconnecting. We do have one door there on the left side, rear left door, that appears to be not closing. So just close all doors. The ground power unit can go as well. Oh, this also actually has a pushback function. That's pretty cool. But let's just use the one that I have here. That's working for sure. All right, so we should be getting ready. So our runway is basically right behind us here. So that's a very short taxi. So we'll basically push back with the nose to the right and the butt to the left. So parking brake released, and we go reverse. starting the engines. I saw here, up here, let's see. So let's start up engine number 2. I think we'll also have to add fuel in this aircraft. Let's see, where's the engine page? Let's see if we can get some fuel in that. So we got N2 EGTs coming down. So let's start up engine number 1. So have a look outside. We can stop the taxi or the pushback. So the car can go. That's parking brake. Alright. Engine number 1. So we got our N2, it's around 10%. We should be able to get some juices in there. And I'm also interested now in the electricity page again, the alternating current. So it switches automatically to generator. So the APU is now only feeding the bus 1, but it will probably switch over now unless we have to manually disconnect the APU. That could be. It's disconnected, looks like. Pretty cool. So we are on internal power. So we have 2 running engines. EGT coming down now. N1 coming down as well to idle. And we should be good, man. So we got the altimeter set, the brake anti-skid. Bring this in the correct position. Auto brake to max for takeoff. ATS off. I saw that earlier, but actually I'm not really sure what the ATS is, or I forgot. Automatic trim system. That would make some sense, right? The seatbelt sign should have been on. The engines have started. Let's go to continuous relight, I think. And we can turn off the APU. And we should also be able to turn off the APU generator if that's already off. Or, let's see. Now it's off. There you go. Alright, exciting. What is it saying? Electricity APU generator off. Alright, if transient fault, APU generator on. Okay, but suppose we wanted to have the APU off, so APU is still available. Turn it off there, just checking now. Maybe just leave it on, even though it's not, the APU itself is not running. Let's go to the APU page and have a look. Just to be sure what is going on. The APU is not running, the values are going down, so the N1 is going down to zero, and the exhaust gas temperature as well. So it's definitely not in use, I think. And definitely, I think that's a very interesting psychological concept for you. Alright, what else? I think we'll keep the navigation display zoomed in for now. So after takeoff, we'll get a straight out, and we are expecting vectors. We're departing and the runway heading 327 degrees to a distance of 2,100 feet. And then basically there's vectors, and they usually have traffic control should vector you to VVAT in this case. So we'll just go direct, go to the direct button, and we choose VVAT. And that's what how we'll do that. So we're on the altimeter, so I think everything should be okay. Finally, the flaps to 15 for takeoff setting. And I'm also guessing this one has a, you can arm the ground spoilers. And besides from turning on the lights and everything and the TCAS one set the runway, I don't think there's anything else we can do. So let's go fly the Airbus A310 to Boston. We'll look at the charts here. So runway 33 right. Basically we get out to the right onto Alpha Mike. So basically just a right turn. And it looks so much further away. Oh, there it is now, I see. Right. So parking brake released. Always fun to see if the plane starts moving on its own without actually adding any fuel. And pretty much doing that. But let's give it a little bit. Oh, they sound nice. So we basically go straight and then we line ourselves up. So runway turn off lights, totally forgot to turn on taxi lights actually. Landing lights go on. Nose wheel lights go to takeoff. Beacon light should go on. We should have put that on. Oh, fucking out loud, man. The strobe, can it go on higher? Yes. So let's line up. Parking brake set. Let's turn on the TCAS to TARA. And where is that? This one. So the ground spoilers are on, flaps are at 15. We have the auto brake set to max. We'll already check the takeoff. We have the flex takeoff temperature here at 94.8. Now I'm not sure actually how the aircraft will do this. Sometimes I have like a hidden click spot to set the takeoff thrust. That's something that I totally don't know. I'm not really sure if that's the one. Usually if there's a button here, like a little like this red one or whatever, and sometimes these developers they hide these little click spots in some of the screws somewhere around the panel, you know, like for easy access. So I'm not really sure if this aircraft has one. It's actually a pretty good question because, you know, for sake we're going to be using flex takeoff. If it doesn't work, we could also say say just toga thrust, and we go like full forward. So I'm thinking we could maybe do that. What is a ground proximity warning system, landing, flat flaps, no. Does it have predictive wind shear? So I think we'll just do toga. We should leave it on toga. So it's now in heading mode, so that's not what we want. So we want nav mode and profile. Vertical speed, profile climb, because I do not want it in vertical speed. Oh, that is the wrong one. Wait, 327, what I need here. I just need to figure out here real quick what these are doing. So heading or heading select. So nav is armed in blue, and profile climb, and then manual thrust. Let's just give it a shot, man. So we have the landing lights. Anything else we need up here? Otherwise, I would say let's get the hell out of here, man. Let's just see what's going to happen. There's one more thing. Where's the timer? Hold on. And there's also a start for the chronometer. Parking brakes released. I don't think I'm going to regret hearing these engines roar, you know. Alright, so full thrust. That is not full thrust. What the hell? Okay, that's very anticlimactic. Let's set the parking brake, see what's going on. I'm going to see if we can do the flex takeoff after all, but I'm not really sure how this is going to work. So it should aim at 94.8. So our V1 speed is 135, rotate 136. Rotate. Oh shit, sure does feel heavy. Holy shit, man. That's the trim that you hear. Oh, we're going to die for sure. Let's see if we can turn on the autopilot. I do not see the...
Don't sink. Don't sink.
No, what do you...
Don't sink.
What do you think?
Don't sink. Don't sink.
Yeah, this is not going quite as planned. Can retract the flaps now. Doesn't want to go up, does it?
Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink.
So in my head, it all looked a lot easier than what's going on now. Let's go to the direct page and we'll select VDET. And we insert. We should go direct to VDET. So I'm not sure about the, it's like a sort of a different style of Airbus than I'm used to. So the 310. So it does not have the throttle quadrant, does not have the detents like the A320 does. So I'm not really sure how the plane is managing this. It says thrust lever what? Or does it mean thrust L? Is it like thrust lock? I don't know. Speed is slowly climbing up. I'm not expecting anything really good coming out from it. Look, man, totally forgetting our landing gear and all the panic. Now, in all honesty, I wouldn't mind having your landing gear out since we're totally unstable like this. This speed's way too slow. So I'm not sure if we can control it like this. If we choose 250, nothing's happening yet. But then when I pull the button, maybe it might have been it. So yeah, man, this is a totally different experience. It's really been a long while since I've flown this. These are the flap indicators. So at least speed's doing something, but actually I would like the aircraft to have managed speed, and I think this autopilot should be capable of doing that. I just want to check something now with the button up here. I'm just not sure why I'm not seeing the crosshair for the flight director. Oh, now it stays on, but we already did this earlier. I could have used those before takeoff. Well, 11,000 feet. At least we can do is turn off the landing lights and retract them. And the nose wheel steering lights can go off. Let's check our attitude. Around a little bit above 10, so let's keep the passengers strapped in for a bit. Look outside. It's kind of snowy today in Toronto. Well, at least we're flying. But where's the flight plan? Let's see. B314 at Baltic. We're on our way to Baltic. But it doesn't look like it's in managed speed. Auto thrust is armed. It's on level change. So let's see if we go back to profile. Then it's taking over. Just not sure why thrust L is blinking at us. Does it require us anything to do, or is it like a very serious reminder but very benign still? So like what I'm saying is like no immediate action required, you know. It's more like, hey man, don't forget. I don't know. I'll have to look that up. So for now, let's monitor the speed. We should be aiming at 314 knots. And we should also climb to flight level 203. I'm not really sure if this aircraft is VNAV, automatic VNAV basically, like the Boeing. The Airbus A320 is not. You have to actually manage the climb and the descent yourself. So, since this is an Airbus, probably good chance I'm thinking it's going to be the same. speed 280, that's perfectly fine. We are now at Baltic and on our way to recam. And the recam speed should also be 314. And the aircraft still accelerating, it looks like. Or is it? It is now not accelerating. I don't see a little arrow. And we're climbing a little over 2,000 feet per minute. Now speed starts increasing again. There's the yellow arrow pointing upwards. Nose has come down. So let's free the passengers. And what the hell is that? A little seatbelt sign, yeah, to the left. You know what? You guys can smoke in the back. Let's just turn it off and go have yourself a nice little smoke, man. So we've passed 18,000 feet. So we should go to standards. It says pull standards. I believe this is pulling. So we're on standard now, 29902. This doesn't show, just shows STD. So this one has 2 STDs. Okay. And this max speed was 69. You know, I just pulled an STD on the aircraft, basically, you know, at 69. I don't know, man. It's a gift. It's a gift, truly it is. And what for some people might be considered a gift, for other people actually it's a burden. I feel very much burdened and pressured with this terrific gift that will one day change the very fabric of the entire universe. But let's not get into that. Alright, so what's Memo saying? That the icing range continuous relight is on. I would assume this aircraft knows how to deal with the icing conditions on its own. So for now I'm just not going to act upon it at all. We have a fuel quantity readout up here as well, actually. So maybe the relight should be on only during takeoff and landing, so let's just turn that off. So that and icing range, yeah, I'm not really sure. Let's just see. Let's go to there's anti-icing up here, engines and wings, and what's this mode selector? Wing anti-ice on, engine anti-ice on, but at the same time, looking outside, there is some moisture, okay? Right, so the 3 dashes, that's a good sign. That means that you can see that it wants to be in the managed mode of some sort, so managed speed, and wants to be in managed vertical guidance, if you will. This will just have to keep on profile, I guess. So following nav, profile climb, thrust L. I don't know, maybe it will never stop blinking. So that will only change once I change the very fabric of space-time and the entire universe, basically, which I said earlier. So there's exciting things up ahead, you know. I mean, like to say, you know, yippee-go. Well, yippee-go, foobar. So it will not be a very long flight. It's only from Toronto to Boston. And that's where we will reach our altitude. Let's zoom out a little bit more. Let's see if the top of climb and top of descent are maybe depicted anywhere. It doesn't really look like it. Top of climb should be after recam. So that is that one. The top of descent is a little bit out. Let's see, we should have a progress page if we go maybe on this side. progress. We have like top of descent maybe in here. Doesn't look like it. I'm still not sure why the thrust L is blinking at us. See, we should now be aiming 0.77 Mach for the speed, and that's what's going on. So in that sense, the speed's being managed perfectly. So we don't really have to worry about the thrust levers. But I don't know. I don't know what's up next. You know, what's going to happen. See if we can do without the anti-icing by now. So memo page is now empty, so that appears to be okay for now. And then the top of climb is coming up. And then let's have a look for the top of descent. That will be after PONCT. Like 13 minutes after reaching PONCT at 20:34. And what is our current time? 1951. That's in about 30 minutes, so that's it gives us a little bit of time to prepare for the arrival. So we are on our way to AEVON now. That's 22.5 miles, and we're almost at cruising altitude. Anything else up here we can or should turn off or on? It's interesting when you're sitting on this side. It's like the engines are not running sound-wise, and on this side you will hear the engines, or you will hear some sounds at least, like the wind, and not really sure why you don't hear that on this side. Do hear some humming here. I think the same humming is present here, but it's just drowned out a little bit by the whizzing sound. Oh, almost at cruising now. Let's see if it levels off, and maybe it will say cruise or something. Doesn't look like it yet. Sort of hanging there, 36,980. If we look here, it's still at profile. Get some constraints on here, that can always be nice. Speed is sort of getting in the red. What's happening? Do have some sort of a tailwind, it looks like. There you go, overspeed. Oh my god, that's loud, man. That's fucking deafening loud. So yeah, we should definitely change our speed here, if we can. So the air brakes are out, or the speed brakes are out, but it absolutely doesn't look like it's enough. So hopefully we have time. Let's maybe just do it like this. Can we, yeah. 0.75. There's no dial thingy here on the tape. Oh, there it is. Let's aiming for 0.3. Let's retract the speed brake. No, doesn't like it. Jesus Christ, man. Speed just doesn't want to go down. I'm not really sure with auto thrust. I pull it. With quite a bit of tailwind. I do not want to sit here flying with the speed brakes out. That's just ridiculous. We turn off auto thrust, manual, see what that does. So does it mean that it listens to what I put in the box? That's so, that's exactly what I want. I can just chill like below the red section there. That's actually going down. And that's because we have the speed brakes out, baby, so let's retract the speed brakes. So not a very clean flight so far. And speed's still going down. And that's totally not what I want. And the levers are in a weird place. So this is definitely not what we want, absolutely not. So let's just go auto thrust armed. And then we'll just go, I guess, to the cruise. Let's see, performance page. See if we can change our cruising speed. And these textures are shit. .79er. And things look stable-ish. At 0.81 Mach. We should actually be at 0.77. So this is where we'll say, ladies and gentlemen, we will be arriving a little bit earlier, if we ever make it. Yeah, so as I said earlier, looks like she's still aircraft begging for some attention to you know, for us to be able to enjoy her. That's something to be respected, I guess. Some sort of personality, if you will. Which obviously is another interesting psychological human trait. You take a pencil and you call it Bob, and everybody starts thinking, hey, that's Bob, and you tell them, yeah, Bob likes origami, and Bob's very good at making spaghetti bolognese, you know, and then all of a sudden you grab the pencil, you grab Bob, and you just snap it in two. And everybody will be like gasping, like, oh, what did you do? No. So that's an interesting psychological thing inborn in us humans to see someone who might belong to our group, you know. It's like the tribe mentality, which obviously has very good invalid evolutionary reasons, you know, to exist. So speed mode, that's good to see, so we don't have the fast L thingy blinking at us the whole time. So maybe we were indeed required to sort of find some sort of position there, but I have really no clue which one and how to find out which one, I mean, by looking at it, you know. But it looks like this might have been it. But keep on monitoring it nonetheless. So speed, alt hold, so we're at cruising, so alt, so we're at alt hold mode basically, and still following navigation. So that's a good place to be in. Zoom out a little bit further, and there comes all the messy stuff and PONCT, so that's the top of descent. So it's about 110 or something miles, I would think, something like that, maybe 120. So that's a little bit out. Another, what was it, 30 minutes or so? 30 minutes, a little bit less, and then we'll start descending. So there she is, our little chubby Airbus. I must say she looks really cool. I really like the way it looks. I'm not sure, like, is this aircraft still being used? Like, is this flown in the real world? The A310? Okay, so we have entered basically the entire flight plan, also the arrival and the approach. So if we go down, we'll get autumn, winter, Harris, CYYZ, Griffey, Cape, Joby, and then vectors. Vectors after Joby to take us to Nebo. So we'll have a look at that in a little bit. But first, let's have a look at the plane and just enjoy it. So I'll just step into the galley for a second and get a fresh glass of iced tea. And then when I get back, let's look at our descent and our approach and set it all up. And see if there's anything we can do to have a good landing and to not crash. You know? These are some decent goals that one could set. Right, so we're filled up on nicely again. So then let's get back and start preparing for the descent and the arrival. We're still cruising. So as we could see, after Joey we'll get vectors to Nabo. So let's have a look at that on the charts, see what that's going to look like. So our arrival runway should be runway 04. Let's start by having a look at the weather. Arrival meter. Is there any way to refresh this? Not really sure. Update meter. Yes, now I'm sure. Update meter. So 080 knots. The runway 04 is okay. 40 knots is a little bit windy. 10 statute miles visibility, scattered clouds at 3,300 feet, broken at 13,000 feet, broken at flight level 250, 6 degrees, dew point minus 2, altimeter 3020. Not sure what the AO2 means, it will be 226, not totally too sure about those. So we got 080 knots. I think we can also actually set the where's the takeoff approach, landing config, 3040 wind correction. The wind correction usually 5, I think. So can we put that in? So what if you make that 0? So approach speed now says 141. So if we make select 0, thank you. So wind correction 0, and that's 136. So that's pretty cool. We can there's some rules for the wind correction as well. We could actually maybe go a little bit higher with 14 knots. I'm not really sure, but I'm not too worried about that. Maybe the decision altitude. We'll look at the chart for that. And for the rest, I think this should be okay. So runway 04 is okay for us. So 04 right it will be. So let's just get that approach chart then. So airport, Boston, charts, and approach. Runway 04 right it is. ILSO localizers, category 1. There as well. Put a pin in that one, and that's the one that we'll use. So 043. So Nabo, I believe, let's go to the flight plan. So JFON, Blim, Autumn, so there's all these. And then vectors, and then after, so they're going to vector you to Nabo. So if we look at the approach, the arrival chart, that will end at, where are we? So we get PONCT, and JFont, Autumn, Winter, Harris, Spice It, Gape, and then Joby. And then there is these famous arrows, meaning you will get vectors. So this is probably going to work out perfectly fine. The runway extended center line will be somewhere, along, basically parallel to this red line, I guess, and to this HANKK as well. So probably we can just cross. So Joby, 6,000 feet. And then to Nabo. So probably we can just hook those two up. Oops. Let's go to the plan page and look at it from there. Man, this controller, I'm going to kill somebody. Alright, let's see. I suppose we come from here, Joby, and then Nabo. So we can, I think we can hook them up. But maybe if there's like another waypoint before Nabi. Let's see here. And there's for instance Goshi and Winnie. We could maybe go there. Let's maybe take Goshi and see if we can enter that, for instance. That is GOSHI. Let's put that onto vectors. And if we then I think we can do that. So let's go ahead. So let's clear the flight plan discontinuity here, that's not allowed. So we're going to clear vectors. And then we clear the flight plan discontinuity. That sort of hooks it up like this. One more zoom maybe. Looks like this. To Job in Nabo, 3000. Nabo, and then the glide slope starts taking us down 5 nautical miles after Nabo. So I think Goshi is okay for us. So let's keep in Goshi. So the glide slope will start at Milt. 6.9 nautical miles from IBOS. IBOS is the ILS identifier. 110.3 with a heading of 035. You can see this up here as well. 103, 035, 1700. Glide slope at Milt. Radio altitude 168. So on the performance page where we were 168, we can put that in for the MDA. So we got that. Not really sure. Let's see. This has a RadNav page as well. Does it? Have a look here. Textures are really crap, man. Menu secondary takeoff, flight plan progress, next page there. Well, maybe it doesn't. So maybe we should have to put in the frequency ourselves. So let's just do that. Where are we plan-wise? Which should give us a time. Oh, we don't have to descend yet. Okay. So 110.3. So where's the box? These are the radio panels, communication. Vision height, you can put it in here as well actually. I already forgot what it was, 168 or 150. But did I put it in the wrong box? MDA, minimum decision altitude. 168, what is it? And this is the same on this side. Oh. Landing elevation, that's also interesting. Right, so it's around 20. So this goes by 100, so we don't have to set it. And can we make a fix here as well? We go to flight plan, and let's say let's see what they call it. It should be KBOS 04 right. Click the wrong one. Oh, I didn't. So how do you put in fixed information? Maybe it's a button on the right here, that could be. Doesn't look like it yet. Let's go to our actual waypoint. So this one, and the button on the right, change the head out. No clue. And if we take any other waypoint, click on the left. Let's go return, and then we click on the right. That gives us not sure if there's a, if you can set fix info. Top of descent, is they're coming closer. $20.27. That's in 11 minutes. I could have sworn there was a little arrow showing what the top of descent is going to be. Maybe it's just so close, I don't know. Well, we do have a lot of tailwind, so we could start descending a little early anyway. So we're on our way to J-Fund. So that means we should have already passed our top of descent, so then the time there is incorrect. Shit. So let's start descending then. Quickly before we do so, have a look. It's not this one, not the arrival chart. Autumn, let's see, PONCT. Minster, do we have that as well? Oh, that's looking a little bit weird. We should already have been at 15,000 or something. Well, let's just go. Let's go down. Let's go to 8,000 feet. If we pull it, will it then go to open descent or something? Profile. So profile descent. And if I pull it, it still says profile descent. If I push it, also says profile descent, so maybe that doesn't make any difference. So it's saying we'll be at 8,000 feet around winter, so that or not autumn or winter, so it could be okay. Hopefully the speed stays stable. So I believe we do still not have entered our ILS frequency, so I'm not sure if that's automatically somewhere. Oh, here it is, look at that. Cool. So that was 110.3, I believe. Just double check this stuff, 110.3. And the course was 035. The largest ILS. Let's put it on the ILS. 110.3 and 035. So, shall we try to put the engines on idle? Not really sure if it's letting us right now. Doesn't look like it. So we're just experimenting here a little bit. For now, let's keep it like this. Can we zoom in a little bit more, winter? We might have to go vertical speed. Let's see if there's a little arrow moving along the line there on the nav display. But I don't see it at all. This is going up, we don't want that. Oh, it's the little banana thingy. I think that's it. Let's see. Where do I want it? Come down. No, I don't know, man. So let's screw that. Let's go back to profile. Then we get this blue thingy. So yeah, definitely need a couple of flights, I think, to get this bird under control. Let's strap in the passengers. And let's also have them extinguish their cigarettes. I'm gonna see if we can add the speed brakes, if that affects our rate of descent. So we are not at J-Fund. At J-Fund we should be not checking the charts really, just the charts. Well, around 14,000 I guess. J-Fund is 9 miles, landing like 2,500 feet per minute or so, 3,000. I do like the plane, man. It's nice. So we're still aiming for 8,000 feet now. And at winter we should be above 8,000. And that is actually, the prediction is becoming a little more favorable. Our speed is still under control. Let's set the auto brakes for low. Cannot do that yet. We'll have to do that on approach, I guess. So our approach speed will be 141 with full flaps. And let's check the local QNH again. 1022 or 3020. So altimeter has been set. Passing autumn, now on our way to winter, where we should be below 10,000. Is that below? Probably below 10,000 and 8,000 or above. So between 10,000 and 8,000. We might not really make that. Let's just keep on descending. I don't think there's any significant terrain. No, there's none. So let's go, well, let's just go 3,000 feet. So can we start up the APU then? So the APU generator, you just leave it on for whenever you start up your APU, I guess. Let's put the engine start switch to continuous relight. I'm really sure how that works, although I do have some idea. So master switch for the APU on, and then we start it. We're almost at 10,000 feet. Let's turn on the landing lights then. So that's interesting. If we push this button down onto ILS, we got the DME for the ILS. That's nice. Man, that's such a pretty sound. Well, the speed brakes are still extended, man. I don't like that stuff. Too many things going on at the same time. You need to really have a very straight head, man, to do these things properly. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you otherwise. Right, so speed 250, we're below 10,000 feet, so that's good. What would be up next? We're on our way to Harris, 3 miles. Flight level 094, what the hell was that sound, man? still doesn't look like I can engage the auto brake or set the auto brake. So here is boss. I think we're actually. What's the? Yeah, the airport should be there. I'm thinking. Yeah, I think that's the airport. So on the road to CYYZ, speed 220, and you can hear the engines. You can also see them decelerating, so that's good. Happy to see that's happening. So for the final approach bit, I think we put VL for Vorlog, for the localizer, and then land for the APP button, the approach button basically. So now turning from CYYZ to Greasy. Speed 220, flight level 067. We're just basically plummeting down. And I might actually go even further. 3,000 feet, let's keep the 3,000 for Nabo. So 3,000 feet is still set, so that's okay. Let's turn on the nose wheel steering lights. But on the turn off lights, I never turn those off. So we're right next to the airport now. It looks like the aircraft wants to climb. Zoom in further. Okay, 6,000. So basically it wants to stay at 6,000 feet for a while, and it might actually be doing that. If that's so, then it does have the proper VNAV that the A320 does not have. And the Boeing 737-700, for instance, that I fly, does. Or do. Because we're asking 3,000 feet, but it's holding 6,000, so there's probably some constrictions. 6,000 feet, 6,000 feet, so it's doing that. Now I would like to know if afterwards it will actually start going down then. So after Joby, we go to Goshi, that's the one that we entered ourselves. If you wanted to, we could still go straight to Nabo. Look outside. I do like a little bit of a run for it, if you will. But maybe like halfway through we can go direct to Nabo, you know, something like that. Would it be a problem if we have altitude 3,000 feet at Goshi as well, maybe? Let's see what it will look like. Probably not. So the course 035, we put that in as well. Let's see if we can arm the ground spoilers. And can we now press the auto brake button? Still looks like we cannot. Our speed 210, 210, 210, and then Nebo. After Goshi, decelerate 202, Milt 160. That's where the glide slope starts. And here it says speed 180, but obviously that is going to be 141. Oh, it's pretty cool. We're turning from Joby now to Goshi. It does start to descend now. Even though actually I think Goshi said 6,000 feet. But I'm good, let it descend to 3,000, it's even better. And then maybe once we're at, I don't know, like halfway, we can skip Goshi and go direct to, I forgot the name, to Nebo. So cool, man. Hopefully we can settle down properly. FD1, CMD1. If you run a continuous relight on, detonizing range. We're below the glide slope. So then maybe that's a good cue. So let's start turning. So we go direct to Nebo. Go direct page. Nebo, insert. And the craft starts to turn onto Nebo. We're still descending to 3,000 feet, which is our target altitude for Nebo. And then after that, 1,700. So what's the speed doing? Nebo 201, so it should start slowing down. Looks like it's doing that. I'm going to try flaps 15. See if the aircraft starts complaining or something. I don't think so. So that's probably a good thing. Let's see if this will arm the localizer. That's the localizer, and not sure what this star means. It looks like it might actually have captured them. Let's also quickly land, and now we have category 2. Can we also put this? We have category 3. So the glide slope is still armed. Right, so we are now 16 miles from the runway. So we can take it a little bit easy. Nebo in 4 miles. Speed 201. And doing that. So so far so good. So we're having runway 04 right. I'm guessing it's 04 right, that one. So holding 3,000 feet. So after Nebo we can descend to 1,700, and the speed should go down to 160 knots. The glide slope is coming there, so that's probably going to do it. I'll do it for us. But nonetheless, let's Get her down, 1700 feet. See if she does this. So, takeoff approach, final approach, what does that do? 139. So I do want our speed to go down now. It looks like it's finally starting to do it. Can we arm the auto brakes? No, we cannot. I'm gonna see if we can go the next flaps. Looks like it. The aircraft is definitely decelerating now. There's a retard. Doesn't look like we're on the glide slope though. Let's drop the gear. So to me, it doesn't look like we're on the glide slope. We're not really going down, so I think autopilot off. So where's my controls? Oh, the other autopilot's also still on. There we go. Okay. So where do we stop this sound? No. Oops.
Stop runner input.
Oh, it's the wrong one.
Runner input.
Autopilot disconnect button. I think that silenced it, finally. So the gear is down, flaps full. Oh, the gear is not down. Oh, that goes in 2 steps. Oh, good that the aircraft is loud. Let's keep her descending or coming down. I'm going flaps full. Oh, a little bit low.
300. 200.
Sync rate. Sync rate.
100.
Full thrust. But
Sync rate.
it's not doing it.
40.
Oh, it's the auto thrust. Oh my god, man. Is this for real? Oh, look at that.
2010.
Oh, we're just ending. Are you kidding me? What the hell, man? I need to check something. That should have been a crash. Assistance options. Hard. I don't know. It all looks fine. See. Crash damage enabled. That it wasn't hard. I think if you put it on like disabled, it should go to okay, custom or medium, whatever. Hard. I don't have to change anything back really. So discard. Resume. So not sure what happened there, but okay. Stick shaker is going crazy. Man, that's sheer panic. Okay, I'm not going to listen to that. Let's have some fun. Full thrust. The aircraft is saying, "You're not kidding me." So why are the stick shakers sticking out now? I have no clue. Well, we are sort of down. Let's definitely fly this aircraft again because it's actually pretty cool. There's a lot to do. Basically, it's quite high maintenance, but very nice. In the end, you know, it's all basically the same sort of systems, you know. So she definitely looks pretty. I'm glad we didn't crash, but it was audible landing. But yeah, they got my ass. You know what I'm saying. Alright, friends. So thank you very much for checking, everybody, and I will see you at the next video. Bye bye.